Yeah, actually, there was a point, one of the books, I'm trying to remember which one, where you talked about, actually, this leads in very well, is doing your research, spending up to 75% of your time doing research on the company. And
Hmm.
I just have to
Well, it's
find,
getting information. It's really getting information too. It's the whole process. That 75% of the work that we do is prior to ever making the proposal or recommendation. So it's everything you do to get there, including the in-person visit, as well as the research you do on Google or wherever you're going to go. All those things are necessary so that you understand that person. But and here's the caveat: you've got to be careful that you don't make any assumptions.
hmm
I had a company years ago I was working with where what they did was they produced a dossier on every prospect they were going to call on, to the point where they could actually say to them, "We know everything about you, therefore we're ready to sell to you."
hmm.
And the person would say, "What do you know about us?" And they would tell them, and they go, "No, that's all wrong," and because you've got to have a dialogue, you've got to have this communication piece, and let's also not minimize the relationship that you create when you see somebody for the first, the second, the third time. How you create a relationship there.
hmm Absolutely. That's what, seven touches on a $35,000 sale before you even get the sale on
Yeah,
average. So,
if that's what it takes, but it's important because salespeople confuse spending time with a relationship. In other words, I'll spend time with you, but doesn't mean we have a relationship.
yeah.
So I could go back 10 times, and the guy, it's hey, wave, wave. So you've got to say to yourself, what are you trying to do in each one of those appointments that's going to advance your sale? And that's really so basic.
hmm
And I see, especially in larger sales, and I'm working with a client right now in big sales, and they really have trouble just getting in the door. And once they get in the door, they actually don't know what to do because all they do is sell instead of setting up the next meeting. They're selling. Well, nobody's going to buy what they sell in one shot. Not going to happen. But they try so hard to make it happen.
Probably a high ticket value item, and
It
the one
is. It
call
is.
close, right? If only
That's right.
if only those were transactional.
Well, my favorite line is a rep will say to me, and they say it, they don't say it quite this way, but they only want to call people who are going to buy, which I love that. That's my favorite line.
I
Just want to call people who are going to buy. Well, okay. How are
Steve
we going to find that person?
Steve, we always get the conversation. I just want the good sales leads, right? It's like,
Yes, right,
yeah, it's like
right.
I want the easy stuff, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
and what people don't understand, sales, marketing, I interrelate the two, even though they're not the same. But as with anything in life, it takes effort, right?
That's right.
And so people absolutely miss that point, that it takes effort to get to where you are, and
Well,
crazy.
the other thing is it takes time.
Yes.
So you need to know your sales cycle so you can say to yourself, it's going to take me 3 months. And these are the things that I'm going to do because it's going to take 3 months of working with them before they even become interested, etc. So there's a whole concept of what the sales cycle is, what it represents, and why it's so important.